When a character refuses to be fully understood, she becomes a doorway into the darkest corners of human nature, and Kim Yoo Jung stepped through that doorway with fear, uncertainty, and ultimately, fierce artistic clarity. Her journey into the role of Baek Ah Jin in DearX is not just a transformation for the screen, but a psychological confrontation between actress and character, between art and the moral boundaries of the modern human mind. When acting becomes a battle, not a performance. In an interview with HBO Max where DearX is streaming, Kim Yoo Jung admitted she had never encountered a character as elusive as Baek Ah Jin. "I couldn't fully understand her," she confessed. A rare honesty, but also the beginning of her unconventional approach. Instead of forcing herself to decode every layer of the character, Yoo Jung decided to let go. She accepted Ah Jin's ambiguity as part of her psychological structure, something that made the character dangerous, chilling, and disturbingly real. "At some point, I realized I needed to use that ambiguity to my advantage," she said. And that was the moment when the line between acting and exploring human nature began to blur. A role driven by instinct, tension, and emotional uncertainty. The greatest challenge, Yoo Jung revealed, wasn't portraying Ah Jin's coldness or manipulation. It was mastering the unpredictable emotional rhythm of someone whose internal world is constantly shifting. To portray that effectively, she had to act without acting, reacting through instinct rather than calculation. It wasn't easy to balance all of her emotional layers while conveying her subtle anxiety, she said. This role demanded physical stamina, mental endurance, and the discipline to avoid being swallowed by the character's darkness. It was, in many ways, a test of how close an actor can approach the void without falling in. A narrative built on trauma, power, and the collapse of morality. DearX, a 12-episode drama released on November 6, follows Ah Jin's journey from a child raised in an abusive home to a famous actress who manipulates people with terrifying calmness. Surrounding her are people who love her, fear her, or misunderstand her. Yoon Jun Seo, Kim Young Dae, her fiercely loyal childhood friend. Kim Jae-oh, Kim Do-hoon, a close companion from her school years. And Lena, Lee Il-yoon, her rival in the entertainment industry. Their intertwined relationships reflect the way Ah Jin bends, reshapes, and destroys emotional boundaries to achieve her goals. Her warped sense of survival becomes the backbone of the story's moral tension. Why Kim Yoo Jung stepped into the darkness. Kim Yoo Jung, who began her career in Dongyi and Moon Embracing the Sun, before taking on leading roles in Backstreet Rookie, My Demon, and Chicken Nugget, had many safer roles to choose from. Yet DearX pulled her in for a very specific reason. Part of it was her familiarity with the original webtoon. But the decisive moment came during her conversation with the director. Their shared vision to bring the story to life with a sharp, modern, psychological edge convinced her that this was the right project. A story about human nature, fragile, twisted, and unpredictable. To Kim Yoo Jung, DearX is more than a drama. It is a study of morality, desire, fractured relationships, and the extreme lengths people will go to when pushed toward the edge. "I don't think anyone can learn a moral lesson from Baek Ah Jin," she said honestly. But that, paradoxically, is what makes the character worth examining. Ah Jin forces the audience to ask, how far will a person go when they believe only they deserve to win? Beneath her cold exterior, Yoo Jung believes Ah Jin is a deeply wounded person. Someone who was never taught how to love, so she uses control and manipulation as tools for survival. Acting her way toward empathy and self-discovery. Playing Ah Jin made Yoo Jung more aware of the cruelty that comes from emotional disconnection. She said the character reminded her of the importance of empathy in real life. Stripped of human emotion and connection, Baek Ah Jin's reality is brutal, Yoo Jung reflected. She hopes audiences do more than watch the story. She wants them to interpret it, challenge it, and reflect on the characters with their own understanding. More importantly, she hopes DearX encourages viewers to choose kindness over judgment. Conclusion. DearX is not simply a drama, it is a psychological dissection of a person shattered by trauma and sharpened by ambition. Kim Yoo Jung's transformation, built on instinct and emotional endurance, breathes life into a character who is both terrifying and oddly sympathetic. But here's the question for you. If you were in Baek Ah Jin's place, with her pain and her desperation, can you be certain you wouldn't break the rules too?